Dreams that you dream of once in the love of somewhere. Oh, dreams that you dream of, dreams really do come true. Someday wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind. Be trouble drops like lemon drops, high above the chimney top. That's where you find me, oh, somewhere over the rainbow. Bluebirds fly, dream that you did to. Oh why can't I? Oh, someday wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind. Be where trouble melts like a lemon drop, high above the chimney top. That's where you find me, oh, somewhere way up high. The dream that you did to. Why, oh why can't I?
I love this song. Hey, good morning, sunshines. What is up with y'all? So, y'all, I gotta tell y'all something. Where do I begin with this narcissist thing and them trying to date people or be romantically involved? I got my coffee going, guys, just to let y'all know. So, what's up, Lulu? How you doing? Hit that thumbs up, guys. We're gonna talk about the narcissists in love. We're gonna talk about how and I'm not trying to judge anybody, but I don't see how somebody actually is broken up behind these people. I'm just going to keep it real with you because this is the cycle that the narc takes you through in a relationship. They love bomb you, they do something to disrespect you or to let you know that, they just don't care about the relationship with you. And then they wait for a response. It's just like dealing with a 5-year-old child. And when you are an adult and when you are mature, and I understand that a lot of us have like broken inner childs, but maybe it's because of the cleanses. Maybe it's because the new love work that I did last night. But I honestly, the experience that I had with a narc, I have no emotional tie to him or feelings for him at all. Um, Let me tell you guys why. And this is going to be the secret and the key to you guys rising above narcissistic people. Okay. What's up, Mary Lee? I am having a good day. Thank you. Thank you. Um, First of all, You go through this abuse cycle. Now, for me, the more and more I deal with something, the more of a resistance I build up to that. So, for me, with my experiences while dealing with a narc, was that each time that abuse cycle came around, that love bombing, abuse discarding, love bombing, abuse discarding, love bombing, abuse discarding. Each time it got easier to the point where when it was time to let go, I fully let go. And I think the reason why is because these people are so fake. I'm sorry, they are so fake. I've been in love before. I have been in love. Do you understand me? And it was probably because the guy that I was in love with actually was capable of loving me back. So if you actually lose love, this can hurt you. Okay? Good morning, Nika G. So I don't see how somebody can be broken up or even sad over a narcissistic person because of the fact that it's so fake. Like I literally um went through the craziest time with a narcissistic person, and at the end of the day, I don't want him and I don't care. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why is because what is there to connect with? What is there to connect with when that person is not real enough? Yeah, Mary Lee, they are. You're right about that. You are right about that. They are very good actors. Yes, they are. And you know what? You never know when they're acting or when they're telling the truth or when they're not acting. So and acting is not something that is required in a love relationship or any relationship. I think that there are some people that unfortunately were not taught how to be a real person. And I'm sorry, for me, guys, I'm not impressed with it. Um, and the reason why I say I'm not impressed, of course, I'm not impressed. But what they try to do is they try to ruin your heart. They try to do that, but how do you do that when you don't actually ever connect? If you truly love somebody and they love you, this is the connection, right? But with the narcissist, there's no real connection. And I told you guys, I think that this would alleviate a lot of people being hurt by these people, or maybe it was your first experience being in love. I've been in love, okay, like 3 times in my life. I've been in love, okay. And each time there was some kind of tragedy that tore us apart within the relationship. It was difficult because it was real love. But with narcs, it's not real love. So why should you even care? I mean, maybe it's because I did a cord cutting last night. Maybe that's why I feel that way. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Rochelle? Hello, good morning. Um, I don't think that these people should be wreaving as much havoc as they are, or I'm sorry, not wreaving, wreaking as much havoc as they are. Because I'm sorry. Then another thing that I can tell you about them is that what they'll do is they'll go around and they'll brag, because what they're trying to do is they're trying to play a mind game with you to get you to obsess over them. Okay? Is what they're trying to do. They're trying to, but it's like, it, really, to be honest with you, I mean, the way that you usually feel, and I don't know about you guys, but the way that I felt when it was finally over, When that person let me know, oh no, I'm a clown, I'm not gonna do right, my feelings were gone at that point. You stop caring. It becomes a joke to you. It becomes a joke to you, like a clown show or something. It's like, are you serious? So guys, I don't see how, I mean, I can understand depending on what that person did to you during the course of the relationship. I can understand being angry, but hurt over these people, I don't know. I don't know. Has anybody in the chat actually truly been loved by a narc? Because in order for love to hurt you, I mean, there has to be love that's there. And I understand that there are people that love other people that don't love them. So that's unrequited love. But I mean, it's just like loving an inanimate object. It's like loving a chair or a plate or a cup. What is there to love? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know about you guys, but I got up this morning. I felt so much relief, so much relief. And I allowed this one narcissistic person in social media. I didn't allow them to, but it was kind of forced upon me. But it was almost like this person for 4 years basically was trying to keep me from the person that I was really meant to be with. That's how I look at them. I just look at them as haters. It's not nothing that you should fall in love with, that you should care about. I mean, okay, I think last night I was a little sad. I will tell you that. And I deal with my pain a little bit different than other people. Okay. Last night I was kind of sad for like maybe 2 minutes. I think that it's meant to make you sad. I think it's meant to destroy you. But in reality, how could something fake with a fake person who faked all of their emotions, who faked and frauded everything they said to you, how do you like care? Like, I guess you would have to just naturally be the type of person that obsesses over things. Or you may be somebody that really, really is looking for love from another outside source or validation. And I understand loving somebody. I do. Look, I'm not saying that I don't understand that, but y'all know what I'm trying to say about the narcissist. I think that there are some people that carry the energy from a narc with them for years and years. But I think that you're making a conscious choice to do that. Now, again, I did do a cord cut, and I did a very, very good cord cutting last night to this person. And for me, it's just over. This person is bragging and saying that I'm in love with him and I'm obsessed with him. And literally, I think this is what I think that it is, y'all. I am the type of person to where I will let you get some stuff off, but when I realize what you're doing, I'm gonna let you go, and it's like a switch. I will switch up on you in a minute. Maybe it's my what is it called? Those special cancer defenses. Okay, because I think it's normal to maybe cry or hurt a little bit over something, but you're literally crying over something that doesn't exist because that person really doesn't exist, especially if they've been acting or faking you or frauding you. So I think that this could literally cut you guys' recovery time down. Because now I think that if you were raised in a narcissistic environment that was really, really heavy and thick with narcissism and verbal abuse, I think that you would definitely have to be the type of person that would be in a place to be extremely vulnerable to that. But to be honest with you, I don't feel anything for this narcissistic man. I think this is the first time that I have ever gotten involved with a narcissistic person. Um, this one was a Gemini, so he literally had no emotion, none, just like a robot or a statue. People are not going to fall in love with a robot or a statue, and they're for certainly not going to continue to hold on to that person. Not me. And you know what? And this is just my personality because I am a Cancer. I don't have sex with somebody that I don't have feelings for. Okay. So it's kind of like and when I lose feelings for you, that's it. That's it. And I've actually done this before with people in the past. They felt like, no, she ain't gonna really walk away from me. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I walked away. Uh-uh. You know why? Mainly because I don't like fake people. Y'all, it grinds my gears. What's up, Black Sector Investor? Well, you know what they do feed off of women. And Nigel, I'll get to your statement. They do feed off of women, but you know what I've been doing for like the past week or so is I have been protecting my energy. I've been listening to all kind of frequencies to take my power back. And I think this is my theory. I think that if he would have been able to feed off of me, I think that he would not have, he would not have done something to end it so quickly because y'all, I was protecting over my energy like a baby bird, like a mama bird over a baby bird. Cause he definitely was trying to feed like for weeks and weeks, but I wouldn't let him because I kept taking all my energy back. What's up, Libra girl? Nigel said, good morning. Narcs only love themselves and treat people as objects, children walking around in adult bodies. Yeah, you're right. But you know what, Nigel? They don't even love themselves. They objectify themselves too. Have you noticed that? I don't believe that narcissists have self-love. I think that they have self-gratification. I think that they probably take a lot of selfies. Okay. I think that they because they seek way too much validation outside from others. Okay, yeah, nobody wants anybody insulting them, of course. Nobody wants that. Okay, nobody wants to be insulted. Nobody wants to be, of course, if you say something to somebody to hurt their feelings, it may hurt them. Okay, but in reality, like, and this is what I want to tell you, those of you that are trying to get out of relationships with narcs, it is easier than what you think. Okay. Now, again, if you are a person that is obsessive, I'm not the obsessive type. Okay. So I can imagine that obsessive personality types would be a preference for them. It would, even if it's fake. Even if it's fake love that they are receiving from that obsessive person, you know what I'm saying? And like, I personally feel that narcissistic people should go ahead and be together, but go ahead and disconnect your emotions from that situation because I don't think, who wants to be in a fake relationship with somebody? Nobody wants that. People want to experience real life and real happiness. And, this is a person that, in my opinion, is damaged beyond repair. They totally lack any empathy. So empathy is not a requirement for them. They don't need empathy to live. Okay. All they need is fake validation and they're happy. And when you realize just how uncompatible you are with this person, like the way I look at love, it might be because I've got Gemini in my Mercury. I got a couple of other placements of Gemini, but my sun is Cancer and my Taurus is Venus. I mean, my Venus is Taurus. I'm still able to look at things and decipher and make sense out of it. And based upon what I have observed, I can control my emotions based upon that. Because if it just don't make sense, it just doesn't make any sense. Why sit up here and have feelings and emotions for that person? This is what I will tell you. Maybe it was that cord cutting that I did. Maybe it was also this true love spell that I did. Okay. Maybe that's what it was. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, y'all. I'm back. I'm back. Uh-oh. What happened to my chat? I can't see the chat, y'all. Dang it. Can somebody type something in the chat so I can see if I can see? Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, there we go. It came back. It wasn't popping up at first. Guys, I just don't see how you guys hold on to relationships with them. And then also, I definitely don't see how you guys allow them to ruin your love. But I think it was the cord cutting that I did. And I also think it was the true love spell that I did, which worked on me as well. I'm going to be honest with you. I actually saw somebody coming in July. Maybe it's going to be a different person. I'm not sure because I thought I was seeing a Leo come in. But, I just don't get it. So y'all would have to explain to me what it is that is so don't get it. So y'all would have to explain to me what it is that is so seductive about narcissistic people because I just don't get it. I think narcissistic people, you could possibly be entertained by them. You could, crack a couple of jokes with them. You can maybe even have a nice laugh with them. Okay, but it requires a lot more elements in a relationship to make it work. It can't just be laughs. It can't just be jokes. It can't just be, so narcs don't have the full ability to hook somebody. Trust me, I'm not narcissistic, but I got folks obsessed with me. Do you understand me? And that is because I have the total package. Narcissistic people don't have the total package. They don't have what it takes. And see, for me, being that I have that ability for people to actually fall in love with me, I don't just go around spread myself everywhere. I do that purposely because I don't want a bunch of people being obsessed with me. But I just don't see what the big deal is as far as, oh, I had this narcissistic person and I can't get over them. I don't understand why people can't get over them. And the only reason, and you got to look at the way you look at this, why be in love with something that is fake, that is not real, that really it's no real connection? And when they're doing the love bombing, you may play along with them, but in the back of your mind that they are setting you up. You know that they are setting you up to try to do harm to you and to hurt you. I think that narcissistic people are there to trigger our narc side so that we can get it out and just get rid of it. And just get rid of it. Because I actually what I was going to say because I'm getting distracted by text messages. Hold on a minute, guys. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. I just don't see the big deal in loving narcissistic people and why people can't get away with it. And I think the reason why they come into our lives is to literally dig out any parts of us that could be narcissistic. Because when you think about it, it's all about your ego when you're dealing with a narc. It's all about, you know, just ego. It's not real love. Sorry, guys, I gotta go down here and make my coffee. These people aren't even close to real love. Yeah, Gretty, okay. Grady says they hook people with their phony, elusive nature, adding this air of mystery to keep you guessing. Coming back over time, you come to realize the mystery was drum roll. There is no mystery. Exactly. But see, I'm going to tell you something. I've been hooked. I have been hooked. I have been in love. Y'all, I am the one that wrote Twilight. No, I'm joking. I never forget the first time I saw Twilight, part two, when Bella was screaming into the pillow and she was crying. I've actually done that over people that I've been in love with. Never have I ever felt that deep to do that over a narcissist. Never. Especially this narc that I just dealt with. It's not that big of a deal. You know, they're fake. Guys, I'm not speaking out of anger either. I'm not. I think that they're very sad. I think it's very sad, the things that they do. I think that that can make you sad, okay, for a little while. But I think that if you are a person that is stuck on a narc, like you just can't get over them, it is something that you want to go ahead and work on within yourself. And I am not being judgmental. I am coming at you guys with love, and because I want to see you guys move past it if that is what has happened. But I'm saying, as far as like, they may be able to embarrass you, they may be able to disrespect you publicly and then blame it all on you. But to actually hurt you, no. I'm not seeing that possibility. No matter what they do. No matter what they do, they don't have the capability of hurting anybody except for themselves personally, is the way I look at it. Because, you know, I'm a real person. I'd rather be in love with somebody and actually love them fully, lose them and learn the lesson. These people avoid any kind of, and like the other chatter said, it's like dealing with a child. Okay, but children can experience love and emotions, not adult love. Okay, but children can experience getting their feelings hurt. I personally think that these people, and I'm just gonna keep it real with you, I think that narcissistic people were born with the inability to love. So if you don't have the ability to love a person, how can you hurt them? Okay, I've heard a couple of different people in my life, and it wasn't because I was narcissistic. It was because I really loved those people. They did something to bother me, which was usually either cheating or something else. And I hurt them because I walked away from them, but nobody should actually be hurting over a narc. And this is just my synopsis of the situation. Maybe it's because last night I was communing with my ancestors. And I remember the moment that my aunt Gina came through, okay? I remember that moment when she came through. And my auntie used to always tell me, you are a woman that loves too much. So if you are a person that loves so much to where a narcissist can hurt you, then you probably have an overactive heart chakra. Either it's overactive or it's underactive. One or the other. One or the other. You got to look at yourself. If you're dealing with a narc, look at yourself and what is going on within you to make you love this person or to make you think that you love this person. But I mean, I feel like narcissistic people are good for a fling. Yeah, but you know what? Don't let that disappointment get to you, okay? Granny, don't let that disappointment get to you. I feel like it's a learning lesson. I do. I feel like it's some kind of learning curve when you're dealing with a narc, because I honestly don't see how Now, not to say that I'm unempathetic, because other people are different from me. You may be different from me. You may have put more of your heart into it and got disappointed. Probably is what happened. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hold on, guys. All right, guys. Sorry about that. Grady Mercury said yes, and until you confronted that part of you, release, you kind of inadvertently will repeat variations of the same cycle throughout your relationships. I'm gonna tell you guys honestly, there is nothing even remotely close to real love or love. I think that you literally would have to be raised by narcissistic parents. Like you would literally have to be trained. Like, because my mother didn't become narcissistic until I got older. But I think that when you actually realize that this is not real, and that it's not real love, and that it's not even, that's not even what real love looks like. Has no connection with real love. Now that part of yourself that love that person, yeah, it may be disappointed, but when you look at it logically, when you look at the situation logically, you're it I'm and then also when you realize, when you like, dang, I don't feel nothing. So the reason why so many people are damaged by narcissists is because they carry it with them throughout life. And it's like, you do realize that there are more people out there, because I noticed that the narcissist that I just dealt with, he doesn't realize that there are millions or billions of people on this planet. He thinks that the only people on this world is in a group that's online. So narcissistic people, you know, and I don't know if any of them go as deep to the rabbit hole as this person does, because I mean, literally, he thinks that there's only 50 people that exist on the earth. Um, and those people are everybody, and their opinion counts. So it becomes a joke. It becomes a joke. Black sector investor said, I make 220K and live in a mansion on Lake Lanier. Are you flirting with me, black sector investor? Narcs or our shadows, reason we attract them so much, perhaps. I honestly had thought that I had let go of most of my narcissism, because we all carry a lot of it with us. We do carry it with us. Everybody does, but I'm sorry, I just don't see the connection. Even sexually, they're different. They're different sexually. It's a totally different thing. Okay, so if you're a virgin, or you're a woman or a man that's never been with a person, then you wouldn't really know how to decipher the difference between a real emotional connection and a fake one. I've had those experiences. So it's like, wait a minute, I've had better than this. Like, what are you talking about? And, they think that they're doing something, or they're hooking you with something. Guys, I just wouldn't fall for it. Maybe it's the cord cutting that I did, because I actually had to do a series of 3 cord cuttings to a narc, because they will connect to your heart chakra. This is typically why they're usually playing victim. Okay. This is usually why they're playing victim. Don Puller, you don't have to come in here and talk about that person. You really don't. I appreciate the support and everything. I do, but I'm not even there. I'm not even hurt. I'm not even upset about it. So you don't even have to do that. But thank you. I appreciate the support and everything. So, does anybody understand what I'm saying about that? Like, is anybody feeling me on it? I do got 9 thumbs up or whatever, but I feel like this is where you can walk away unscathed. Like, you get over it. Okay, so I will tell you that this particular narcissist that I was dealing with, he was communing with other witches behind my back, which I told him to stop doing that and he wouldn't stop doing it. Okay. So very, very untrustworthy. But I could feel when he would start doing some kind of spiritual work or something to where I felt like he was pulling on my heart chakra. I did do some heart chakra protection. I did do that. So some people, you do have to protect your heart. You have to protect your heart anyway. You have to protect your heart, especially when you out here dealing with witches. And witches will do work on you so that they can try to break you down and get you all emotional and stuff. I don't work that way. Okay, I don't work that way, but I'm just saying what was happening to me. And it wasn't until like a few weeks ago I said, wait a minute. I said, I got to protect my heart chakra. And, also I did the cord cutting. So you guys can survive that. Like, for me, I don't see what the big deal is. I've had dudes run game on me before. Narcissistic people don't have no game. They just as messy as they come. I've had men run to the point where I was thinking about them 24/7 and I wanted them and da 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 da. It's a totally different thing. That love game that the narc is trying to play, they not even playing the game right. They not even playing the game right. They don't, you got to actually, I feel like for me, I have to actually love somebody to be hurt over them, or I would have actually had, because what are you missing? Like, okay, if it's a narc, they've been going through all their little messy behavior, right? And doing all kind of stuff, disrespecting you, putting pictures of other women up on their channel. Why do you miss them? What is there to miss? Like, a lot of people be like, I miss this person. What is there to miss? Somebody that gave you the complete opposite of romantic love? I think narcissistic people need to quit trying to go into the realm of love and stay out of that realm. I'm serious, guys. Tell me what you guys think of that. I want y'all to really, really think and consider what I'm saying to y'all. Because I'm going to tell y'all something. I love hard. I do. But don't love a narc hard. First of all, you don't love a narcissist hard because you already know they full of crap. You knew that because they told you who they were from the beginning out the gates. So why even connect with that? Why even fully immerse yourself in that situation? And then if you do fully immerse yourself, because I will say that I was submerged, I was, but not completely. Not completely. Because it's just something, it's the whole thing is just a disconnect. Especially if you spend 75% of your time in the relationship being discarded. I don't know, guys. It's just me. I don't know the big deal. I don't see the big deal with them. And you know what? I think that narcissistic people are a very small percentage of the population. I think that you can be embarrassed by what a narc does, possibly. If they do something to embarrass you, or you can feel dishonored. But for you to carry pain with you because of what they did, I don't know. I don't know exactly, Grady. That's what I'm saying to you. Like, okay, let's say you fall in love with Jamila. And you're not a narcissist, and I'm not a narc. I'm not. Okay. Everybody has narcissistic tendencies, but you got to have the full gamut, and there's a certain behavior that narcs have. Let's say that we fall in love with each other. And let's say something happens and our love relationship can't recover from it. We're going to probably walk away from each other hurting. Like one person's going to cry for a couple of months or maybe even a couple of years. I'm probably going to be in a place where I'm going to be like, man, that was a trip. With a narc, it's different. Nobody is loving them the way that they think they are, and they are totally delusional. They are totally, exactly, Gretty, exactly. There's nothing to miss on these people, and literally, there's nothing to connect to. There's nothing to connect to at all either. So it may be a very simple process, and I feel like you do have to work on yourself. And the narc will try to make you think because you have the capability to love and that you may be open to loving them and maybe giving them a chance that you have no self-love, but that's not always true. Now, some people don't have self-love. I have seen people that get involved in relationships like that, and they just generally don't have self love. But when you realize, wait a minute, this isn't even real, like even when they talk to you, like even when they have a conversation with you, it's like that it's either a lie or either it's embellished or it's a put on or either it's a manipulation. These people don't wake up in the morning with the same ideas that we have. They don't. So I just don't get it. Mm-hmm. They do, World. World is right. World said another thing I noticed, they hate when you stand your ground. I personally think it's the other way around. I think that if you're an empath, the pain that you might be feeling is the pain from the narc. I believe that they're in a lot of pain. I believe that that's the reason why they're trying to inflict pain on people. But for you to say, oh, I can't walk away from this person, I can't get over this person, then that might be your narcissistic side. Especially if you was a witch that was doing love work on that person. And you may have said, well, I'd like to have somebody in my life and maybe I want to control this person. And then when you can see that you could not control them, which true love, you're not going to have to control true love. You are not going to have to control true love, y'all. Okay? Because it's going to be right. And I'm going to do some true love readings today for each individual sign. Last night we did a really fun tarot game, but we're going to do true love readings for each zodiac sign. Because I believe that when you are ready for true love, you are going to know it. And people that are playing games, people that are childish, like narcissistic people, and I already said I think we give them way too much power. We give them our power. But I think that when you're ready, all signs are going to start pointing to the fact that you're ready to experience real love and not these games, because games is not a love. That's not love. Love is somebody that if you break your leg, they going to carry you on their back. Love is something to where if you need a kidney, they going to give it to you. If you need a chamber of their heart, they going to give it to you. That's what real love is. Real love is kind. Real love is patient. Real love will sacrifice for you. Okay? Exactly. And real love ain't difficult and hard and all this arguing and going back and forth and stuff like that. I mean, some people have different personality types, so I could understand if you are a different personality type. But for me personally, being that I've experienced every type of love out there, because I felt like throughout the years, I felt like every person that I was with, it just seemed like they just got worse and worse. I mean, their behavior, their attitude, the way they treated me, it just got worse and worse. And I think that when you've been through the worst, then it's time for you to experience love. With a narc, I forget about that by next week. That it's like, no, I'm serious, literally. And you feel relieved, you feel free. You feel happy when you finally, because it's almost like I have reached the end of the finish line, haven't I? Truly. And now I'll be able to experience real romantic love. You know what I'm saying? So that's really how I look at it. Like I said, guys, if you are still holding on to a narc, maybe you're one of those people that want to control others. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe you feel the need to consistently try to control this person. Well, I mean, I've told people, and people tried to look at me like I was crazy every time this dude would start flailing around in social media acting stupid. I can't control him. It's not my job. Even as a witch, it's not your job to control somebody. And why would you want to have to control your lover? You might as well go to the zoo and get a zoo animal and keep it in a cage in your house. That's literally what you're dealing with when you're dealing with a narc or a person that's out of control. So y'all, last night I went to the depths. I went into the deep. I was rolling in the deep, y'all. And I put up a really, really interesting, very dark and scary video on the other channel, but I felt like I had to go through that. Like last night, I experienced so much change. Like there was something cosmic that happened last night. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I did listen to what he was saying, and the only thing he was bringing up was physical stuff. And oh, she's obsessed with me. Man, love is not obsession. And if I feel like that's your goal, then I'm really gonna disconnect. So this is what I want to say to y'all. Start and take control over your own heart chakra, empaths. Take control over it. Start protecting your heart chakra. I have a petition on my desk. It has been there on my altar, my little mini altar up in my room. I have a petition, and it specifically states that the heart chakra is protected along with a couple of other chakras. Okay. And that's what you have to do. That's what I would do. I would not just be open to anybody, especially when you know that it's fake and somebody is just doing spiritual work on you, to keep you trapped in this terrible thing. And please, God us in heaven. Please don't go several years alone because of a narcissistic person. Please don't do that. Please don't let them change your next day. Please don't let them change your next month. Because, they'll make all kind of promises. Oh, yeah, I'm going to be over here on Christmas. I'm going to be, we're gonna make a whole rack of lamb on Christmas. We're going to do all these things. None of that is, first of all, you don't technically need other people to be happy. But it's not, look, every man needs a helpmeet and every woman needs a helpmeet. Everybody deserves to have a partner. But I'm sorry for you guys to just allow them to ruin your love life for the rest of your life. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. Okay. I'm sorry. I have seen people play like in order for you to really hook somebody to you to the point where they're obsessed with you, you have to actually have something that you gave to that person. The narc is so selfish that they don't give anything except for maybe some sex. And come on, what 40-year-old person do you know that just gets it? I mean, we did that in our 20s. We grown now. We know that a relationship requires more than just the physical aspects. So that ain't gonna do it. That ain't gonna cut it. Anyway, guys, maybe y'all should get them cord cuttings. Probably the best thing to do, because maybe that's why I feel, because I don't feel nothing. I woke up this morning with a complete, like, I feel, I can definitely love somebody else, but I don't feel nothing for the narc. And you can even hear them, because since when is love strictly for validation for the public? Oh, this person loves me and is obsessed with me. Really? I am. I am. Somebody that's so foolish that their whole existence is proving something to 50 to 100 people with a limited belief. I'm sorry. You know what else comes with love? Respect. How do you respect a narcissist? You can't. You can't respect what they're doing. You can't respect the things that they say, their actions, their words, because they're constantly doing something. So that's another missing element. If I were to actually love it, look, if you're a woman that will love a full man or woman, because some of y'all out there are lesbians, and if this person is complete and you lost them, then you may have a natural obsession. That's just like with my ex. I didn't have to put no love. I didn't put no love obsession spell on him. I mean, people can do those kind of spells, but I feel like it's only going to temporarily satisfy you. It's not going to be something long term. Narcissistic people are not long term. They're not. And we got to start telling them the truth, and definitely stop giving them so much power. Everybody is talking about the narcissist, which is nothing wrong with that. But me personally, just having the very first experience with a narc, because I've had different types of relationships with different types of men. I've had the abusive man, I've had the emotional man, and I've actually had good men. There was actually this guy that I was in love with years. I was not in love with him at that point, but I was involved with him. And, I wish him healing. I hope that he still isn't angry with me. But at the time, I was with my ex, who's a Gemini and a narcissist. And, I was seeing him, but I was still kind of holding on to him. We hadn't had a child or anything at that point. Me and the Gemini had never had a child at that point. But this other guy, he was so sweet to me. Okay. He was so sweet to me. And I never forget when I told my narcissistic boyfriend at that time something mean about him, and he called me. He called him, because that was back when we was using landlines all the time, wasn't no cell phones. And he called him and he told him everything that I said. And at the time I was being narcissistic because I was with a narcissistic person. And I had almost forgotten about this guy, and I apologize for that. Like I wish him healing right now, because I did him so wrong. I did him so wrong. You know what I'm saying? But like with a narc, it's a joke anyway. It's a joke anyway. What you gonna do? Apologize to a plastic water bottle? You might as well go to a plastic factory and apologize and show feelings for a plastic water bottle. I mean, a lot of us do have sentimental feelings towards objects. Yes, we do. Me personally, I don't care about objects. This is a person. A person is more important. The life of a person is more important than an inanimate object. But with a narc, it's like they objectify themselves. Hey, Dovey Milton, they objectify themselves. So, I think that a lot of you empaths out there, you feel too sorry for them. That's the problem, is that a lot of empathic people, you just feel too sorry. But you know what? You have got to take care of yourself, because this person, if you continue to try to give them your heart and your soul, they just gonna chew it up, spit it out, and stomp on it. They don't care. So if they don't care, why should you care? When you think about it, there's not really narc empaths relationship. It's a narc and a half a narc. Because empaths, what do? We have a tendency to mirror. We do have empathy for people, yes, but it's totally different, because if somebody doesn't love you truly, how you gonna love them truly? How does that even work? I want y'all to seriously think about this for a second. And this is going to kill the narcissist demon, because then they will have no other leg to stand on. None whatsoever. If you are an empath and you're dealing with a narcissist, okay, we know that a narc is not giving us anything remotely close to real love. It's probably just sex, and not even good sex, because I've had good sex before, and good sex is emotional, good sex is romantic, good sex is passionate. It's not just a physical thing. And there's definitely got to be a heart chakra connection. The narcissist is not able to make that connection. And if they do make the connection and they feel it, they're gonna do something stupid, even if they feel it for 1 second. Have y'all noticed that when you have a good sexual connection, like maybe you may have a sexual experience with a narc that may be a little too deep, and what do? They instantly push it away. They instantly. And so, yeah, they may be on the verge of feeling real love, but these people don't let real love in. So, being said, they can't really reciprocate that love to you. So then what is there that you're holding on to? To be honest with you, I would say the worst that it is possibly demonic possession. Maybe you have a tendency to gravitate towards pain. Maybe you may be a little bit masochistic. There's a huge difference between being empathic and being a masochist. I don't have anything against masochists. I don't have anything against anybody. To be honest with you, I don't have anything against narcissistic people. I don't hate them. I know that I had a lot of emotions last night. And you do go through that. You do go through that when somebody just tries to make a fool out of you. That's why you're experiencing hate, not because of love. You're experiencing that hatred for that narcissist because they tried you. And they literally tried it and it didn't work. But other than that, I don't hate the dude. I just don't care. And I think that when a narc becomes a joke, do they have any awareness of it, or are they just going to continue to run around and be delusional? What's up, Samantha? Have you been hearing anything that I've been saying? Because I've been trying to decipher, and I think that my experiences with a narc recently has been so that I can come and give you guys this ministering. And if you're holding on to a narcissist, yeah, they're mirroring you, then maybe you may be a little narcissistic too. If you're holding on to them, there's a part of you that holds on to that because you enjoy it. You enjoy the degradation. You enjoy being kicked down. You enjoy being with somebody that is so disconnected from themselves and disconnected from nature. Makes a lot of sense to me. I think that when you're able to disconnect, it means that, you are about to experience something, because look, love is going to hurt all of us one day, period. Love is eventually going to hurt us, because guess what? Y'all ain't going to both live forever. So unless y'all die at the same exact time together, okay, unless you die together, you lay down and you go to sleep and you literally just die together at the same time, the person that you love is eventually going to hurt you, because I have seen people that have had the person that they love die. And this is oh my God. And so narcissistic people, they mock real love. This is a complete and total mockery of what real love is. So guys, the only reason why you're caught up in it is because of the mind games that they play. But why were they able to play those mind games with you? It is because there is something inside of you that you need to work on. Because yeah, like you may even love them, they don't love you back. Really, to be honest with you, when you realize what it is that you're dealing with, and it's never going to get any better, and it's never going to change, I feel like, why waste any more time? And yeah, they will try to waste your time. So, I don't know. All I know is that doing those core cuttings really do help. And then also protecting your heart chakra. Because you know what a narc will do? A narc will do something like cheat on you, run around behind your back with your enemies, talk about you behind your back, be two-faced it. Okay? And then they'll run back to you and go, "Oh, I didn't do anything. You did that. It's your fault. You're the one that did that, not me." So I don't know what it was. Maybe it was just me. I'm gonna do like a love reading for all of the signs individually, like a true love reading today. And I can honestly tell you guys that a lot of you guys, that the things that you've experienced with the narcissist has been fake. So being that it's been fake, and if you've only dealt with a narc, you ain't never really experienced real love. Okay, even though my ex and the father of my children was physically abusive to me, I know that he still I know that he loved me. By his actions, and he definitely wasn't a narcissist. There's a difference between being narcissistic and being physically abusive. So all narcissistic people are not physically abusive, and all physically abusive people are not narcissistic, okay? Is there any meaning to number 317, if you can tell me? Okay, so hold on, Samantha. So Latia Avril, you said story of my life. How many narcissistic people have you been with? Because I can honestly say that my most recent experience with a narc was the first and only time. Okay, and he literally had to try to take advantage of my situation. He took advantage of the situation. If he hadn't done that, he wouldn't have never gotten let in. Never. Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. All of those things that they're doing is not conducive of living. It's not conducive of real life and what people experience in love. Because trust me, I done been in love 3 times in my life. And the narc is not having a big impact. So I done had to cry myself to sleep. Okay? I done had to do all kind of stuff. And I know for a fact that this recent person, the only reason why I ever felt anything was because he was using love spells on me, because he told me. He told me. So again, I don't do love spells to make somebody love somebody. I don't do those kind of love spells. If you had a natural connection with somebody and you want that person back, yeah, I will do a reunion spell. Reunion spells ain't gonna work for fake love though. They'll work temporarily. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I don't do that kind of stuff. I will do a love spell to draw in your lover, to draw in maybe your true love or your soulmate, but I'm not going to do a love spell to make somebody love somebody because that's going to always end in disaster. That's just me personally. I do know that there are people out there that do it. They can get those kind of clients, but for me, I don't do that because I know that, first of all, I've never had an issue finding somebody. I've never it's called the universe and it's called life. In life, you're gonna run into people. In life, you're gonna meet people. You know what I'm saying? And then personally, I don't think narcissistic people have really had real social experiences like they claim that they have had. Because these are some of the most, I mean, this is a social disorder. Narcissism, you know, is not really as deep as people make it seem. This is a social disorder. This is a person that has social issues, okay? And I forget what do they call that? It's not, what is it? Let me think. Let me think. They're antisocial. Okay, being a narcissist, in my opinion, narcissism, to simplify it, is basically antisocial disorder. And to be honest with you, I'm not going to allow it to continue to have a negative impact on me. I do have, I will be putting the narcissist survival, ritual on the website where we'll protect your heart and do a core cutting. So I will have that available on the website and you will see the difference. Like you'll start like, cause look, guys, some stuff you can't look at with your heart. Some stuff you can't just follow your heart on. Some stuff you actually do have to look at logically. And, looking at stuff from an emotional standpoint is not always the best thing. So I had to go through like a deep transformation last night. And I'm going to go and look at um, somebody's hangout that they did about 999. But I'm telling y'all, there was some kind of energy shift yesterday that happened. And I got my love spell work done after midnight, like probably about 3 or 4 this morning. I did do a love spell to draw in real love. Guys, I quit wasting time on it. I would quit wasting time on anybody that is narcissistic because that's not real love. You may be experiencing sex. You may even be experiencing that person taking you shopping or, taking you on trips or whatever, or buying you shoes or something. But that is not real love. And yeah, you can have the total package when it comes to love. Okay. Especially if it's something that you want. Whatever you want is out there. Trust and believe, and you don't have to compromise anything. You want a man or a woman, or, well, speaking from a woman's standpoint, you want a man that has some kind of sensitivity. You want a man that has common sense. You want a man that has either a job or a business. You want a man that has integrity. You want a man that has ethics and morals. Okay, the person that you want that is perfect for you is out there. You just have to draw them into you. And yeah, there are some people that want abuse. There are some people that love being abused by people. Emotionally, psychologically, they just love it. And that's what they get. But if you want to experience something different, the person that is perfect for you is out there. Don't waste no more time on the narc. If you dealing with a narcissist and you still thinking about them, they done bamboozled you. They probably done put some love obsession work on you or something like that. Then get your core cuttings and get your cleanses. Oh, we already found out who my true love is. My true love is a Taurus male. And I truly believe that. I truly, truly believe that. I'm gonna do readings coming up in a little bit, guys. I'm gonna sit here and drink this coffee. We're gonna look at all of the zodiac signs, and we're gonna look at when are you gonna meet your true love and probably who they are. I think I've done these readings before, but we'll do them again as far as when that person is coming in, because and I think that you should purge yourself of the narcissist because they will mess with your focus. They'll mess with your concentration. You'll find yourself being really scattered. But I think that it has something to do with the head work that they might be doing, and then also that heart chakra work. So, guys, we are meant to experience real love in this lifetime. And as long as you wasting your time, now I had a narcissistic dude bullying me for the past 4 years. It is what it is. I'm going to get that 4 years back. Okay. The longer somebody wastes your time, I believe that God adds on to the years that you have left. I do. So that person that's trying to take it back, what I would do. Hi, Kendra. You said I always feel confused by them. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to purposely confuse you. And they think they're slick about it. Oh, I'm not doing this because I'm actually trying to bother you or disrespect you. I'm doing this because I'm trying to disrespect and bother somebody else. And in the meantime, they know that what they're doing is disrespecting you and bothering you, but yet they continue to do it and let you know that they really don't care about the relationship that they have with you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they do. And that to me is a put on. I think that they know exactly what they're doing, but they don't want, because if you admit when you do something wrong, you're actually showing love, you're showing compassion. Now, I will tell you that narcissistic people do lack compassion. And when they do show any compassion, it's fake. Which is why I had a female narc that was trying to siphon my heart chakra energy. Because when people come to me to get readings and spells, and they come to me to get them cleanses and stuff, they feel the love that I give them. They feel the difference. So people know that I am sincere. This person that is very unsincere, and I'm insincere. This person that is very disingenuous. They straight up on ignore right now. But I'm gonna tell you, she's a narc, but she wanted to use my heart chakra energy to capitalize off of it. Because my heart is very sacred. Okay, just like Jesus. My heart is sacred. I am a loving, kind person. I am a very compassionate person. Okay, I don't show compassion towards narcissists though, because I don't see them as real people. And I think that when they start to realize that people don't have to put up with their crap, they'll go away. I live in Georgia, Dovey Milton. I live in Georgia. Black sector investor, I would agree with that, but I can honestly say that everybody that I have had in my life as a lover, I truly appreciate the energy that they brought to me, and they always did good things for me. So not necessarily, I don't want to say that that's what's going on. And I'm not going to base that based upon this experience with the black sector or anybody in it, because most of them in that black sector is narcissistic. So I've actually had men in my life that did good things for me. You know, why do you think I was with my ex for so long? I had 2 children with him. Even though he was physically abusive, sometimes he didn't treat me like crap. He cleaned up the house, he cooked, he did everything he could for me, to be honest with you. So I'm not going to sit up here and say that I don't appreciate the people that I've had in the past. This whole thing, this whole judgment and basing our lives based upon the black sector, I wouldn't do it. I'm sorry, I can't base the rest of my life off of that black sector, the experiences in it, because it's fake. It's not even real. Kendra got somebody making excuses for themselves. He's making an excuse for himself, is what I feel that he's doing. If he's blaming his past for how he acts towards you, maybe he did have some abuse in his past. But guys, we all did. We all did. I've been in abusive relationships with men before. It's never affected my ability to love, and it's not going to affect my ability to have a stable relationship with somebody that's stable, with somebody that's not doing stupid stuff all the time. So, yeah, if that person is stuck in the past, maybe your path is beyond them. If you're a person that can honestly say, you know what, I've been through heartache, I've been through pain, but guess what? I know that I want to wake up every morning with my husband in my bed with me, loving on me, bad breath and all. And either I'm going to cook for him or he going to cook for me. We're going to run this business together. We're going to have it going on, and we're going to be stable. And I believe that has a lot to do with my relationships in past lives, as well as the fact that I got that Taurus and Venus, or Venus and Taurus. Okay, because some people are just, okay, what somebody else would consider a stable relationship would be different than what somebody else, because I actually told this person, I said, you need to prove to me that you're not speaking to this person, that you're not doing anything with this person. And so instantly when I said that, my heart wasn't involved at all, because I knew how unstable he was. Okay. And I knew that he was going to, try to do something, and I just knew it. Like, you don't have to throw the cards, you know what? And they were trying to disprove that I was a psychic because of this dude. Hold on. Did we need to do a reading to know what he was going to do in the future? No. You know why? Because based upon the 17,000 times that this person has done it, and then plus the person let us know who he was, how he was when we first met him. Well, you need a psychic for? You may need a healer. You may need somebody to bring some truth to you, because look, if I were reading myself, this is exactly what I would say to myself. I would say, you knew what that person was going to do out the gates, and this person didn't really give you real love. So what do you connect? And these are the type of readings that I do for my clients. I go deep. This is beyond the narcissist or the other person. This is about you. This is about the decisions that you make. So no, it was ridiculous. And again, narcissistic people, I don't believe that. Some of them, they have different levels of intelligence, is what I can tell you. But the latest game that this guy was playing for, this woman, I guess that he's actually in love with, because he wants what he can't have, or he wants what I don't even care. But their whole game was to fake the public and make me look like I was some fake psychic because you didn't see that coming. Well, of course I saw that coming. You hope for the best and you think, well, maybe this person will make better decisions to not make themselves look stupid. Because in the process of this person trying to make other people look stupid, they made themselves look stupid, in my opinion. I'm sorry. And that's real stupid for you to, and of course, the narcissist, that's gonna be what they do. That is their favorite thing to do, is to ruin anything real and to turn it into some fraud and a sham and, just a circus show. It literally turned into a circus. And I like the circus. I like funny mirrors, but you don't stay at the circus, okay? You know how you go to the circus or whatever, and they got all these scary, spooky stuff that you can go into, and all these little sideshow attractions. Okay, yeah, that's okay for like once a year. You go there and you kind of see the dark side, and then you come back to reality to where you're living and loving. So, I don't know what it was. I can tell you one thing. Goddess was working on me last night, y'all. And I really do want to bless you guys with this knowledge, because knowledge is power. Everything that you manifest, everything that happens, the way that you handle things, everything starts within your mind. Everything. And I think when I accidentally shattered that bowl, it shattered and broke the spell of the narcissist. It's broken. And there's never any going back. And I think that right now, I don't want to say my narc, because he's not my narc. He's not mine. I don't want him. But I think that he's convinced himself that he can have me back. And I'll never go back. And that's how you don't go back. Oh, you're 30 weeks pregnant. Congratulations, Kendra. You know what you having? Well, that's okay though. And you know what? More than likely, you probably won't end up with that person, but somebody will love you and your baby, and they're not going to be a pervert. So you will find love in the future. Okay. And if you're not with that person, somebody is going to come along to love you. Okay. So blessings for the little one and the baby. Ain't that deep, Dovey Milton? So yeah, man, I'm telling you, but I will tell you that I'm not discounting the power that the narc has over people. But what I'm saying is that what I did worked, which was number one, protecting your heart chakra, protecting your energy. When a narc knows that he can't feed off of your heart, he don't want it. He don't want it. They lose interest very quickly when they don't get that energy from you. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, we're going to focus on true love. Nobody should have to be dealing with these fake people. They've wasted our time long enough. If you keep going back to a narc, probably, I'm going to be honest with you, I think a lot of them just go and do love spells. Either love and or domination spells. They go and they get that work done. If you feel that that is happening to you, protect your heart chakra. If you got a narc that's doing stuff to you, causing instability in your life, causing ups and downs, do the core cutting and also the reversals. Yeah, congrats on the baby. I know I'm ready to have another one. I'm ready to get married, settle down. I wasn't ready to settle down in my 20s because, I had my ex trying to get me to settle down in my early 20s too. It was like, I ain't ready to settle down. And most people are not actually, like, there's some people that are ready to settle down. Age ain't really nothing but a number. But for me, I just became ready to actually settle down probably like 5 years ago. And I had a narcissist that was literally trying to stop everything, literally trying to stop my business, trying to stop my love life. Probably would have met somebody normal years ago. I mean, this dude was on me like a monkey on my back. Literally, I was like, my goodness. Well, we gonna wrap your baby up with love, and your baby's gonna be loved, and you gonna enjoy motherhood. Okay. Because I was with an abusive man when I gave birth to my two daughters, and I enjoyed every minute of being a mother. So you're gonna love and you're gonna cherish and you're gonna just love that baby so much. And somebody's gonna come along to love you that is better, regardless if you have children or not. Okay, just stop focusing on these fake plastic people. You got to think about it. A man, and we've seen this happen, but a man that would rather know that a woman, and I'm not dissing women that have had abortions. If you have had an abortion, you put a hex on your womb that you need to get removed. So you may want to come and see a practitioner because you did hex your womb. That's the only concern that I would have. No judgment, but the men that have been stalking me, they covet women that kill their children and judge women that actually had their babies. And my children are almost grown. I have a 19-year-old. I have a 17-year-old and a 16-year-old. And then I got a 6-year-old. But my older three children, my three oldest, they're almost grown. You see what I'm saying? So somebody that does that, they are, I believe that it's something sick and twisted in their mind. So if you a woman that had your babies and you said, I'm not gonna get rid of my child. And I'm not saying anything negative about women that abort. It is no judgment. Y'all know that I still love women because, we make decisions as women based upon our circumstances sometimes. And especially if you pregnant by a narcissistic person and you know that they're going to be unstable and you may not want to have the baby. So please, y'all, please don't take what I said as like a put down or anything. I just would say that if you have had an abortion, go ahead and go to a spiritualist to remove the hex on your womb and to cleanse out your womb because that does hex your womb. Miscarriage is a hex on the womb as well. So, but I would never want to be with a man that would rather have a woman that just aborted all of her children like that. Like, first of all, I love children. When I did my new love work last night, I put on there that he loves children and that he loves black nappy-headed women or beige nappy-headed women. Okay, I had to put that on there. Okay, so yeah. Anyways, that is all that I wanted to come and say to you guys. Make sure that you guys hit that thumbs up. If you guys need to reach me, hey Melvin Daniels, if you guys need to reach me for cord cuttings, I'm serious. If you guys need to reach me for heart chakra protection, I think I only charge $200 for protection of your specific chakras. Okay. And that's really what a lot of us need so that we won't get taken advantage of out here. Because I believe that the heart is the center of your being. It's the heart. Everything comes from the heart. Okay. In fact, your heart really is what's communicating with your brain too. But specifically, if you want to protect yourself from heartbreak, from, some plastic person, because let me say this before I go. Narcissistic people are so fake that they will make you experience fake heartbreak. It's like, why would I be upset about you? What is there to miss again? So narcissistic people will make you experience fake heartbreak as well that can actually physically affect you. So that's another thing that they can do. If you protect your heart chakra, they can't do love work on you. And when they do their little antics to, because they'll even say it. I mean, this narcissistic dude that I was dealing with, he actually was bragging about it, talking about, we're going to give her a heart attack. We're going to make her kill herself. He was really so sick and twisted to the point where it's like, you know what? It's like you sitting up here. Please don't go around bragging to people that you can have me back, because you are literally a million miles away from me. And that is the way that you need to do it. And you should never feel sorry for them. For what? They don't feel sorry for you. They don't even feel sorry for themselves. I mean, I would feel better seeing a narcissistic person break down and cry and actually feel sorry for themselves. At least I would know they were human. At least I would know that there's some life in there. But they never do. They always avoid. They always, are just fake. So anyway, guys, I'll be back in probably about 10 minutes or so. Make sure you click the bell notifier. We're going to do our true love readings today. Today is the 10th of September. So when you think about the days, and I'm going to find out what zodiac moon we're in today as well. When you think about the days, like yesterday was the 9th. We had 3 9s or 3 6s, however you want to see it. But we had 3 9s in the date. So yesterday was very symbolic, okay, of change. Today is all about completion. So today's the 10th. That number 10 is very important. So a lot of y'all really should have been doing y'all love spells and love work to bring in love for today, because, I think that the numbers are going to really, really matter with that. But anyway, guys, I will see y'all later. Love and light.